Havertz scored. Gyökeres didn't even get a sniff. Did not get a sniff. He looked every bit the Coventry City.
I went from strict to stricto, strict. Understand? Only person I owns myself. Stricto.
Yes, people. Welcome back to my channel. Big Stricto here. Match day. Champions League. Sporting 1, Arsenal 5. I repeat, Sporting 1, Arsenal 5. This was the same Sporting that lifted up Man City's skirt. Today, we have lifted theirs and we have seen more than we could ever dream to see. What a convincing performance. This was no fluke. This was intentional. The team set out with the plan to destroy. They set out with a plan to get rid of the old cobwebs that have plagued us for the last how many months. And that is a win away from home. And we've done it emphatically. Them football words there, emphatically. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Today we saw Victor Gyökeres. We saw Kai Havertz. We saw the two players that most fans have said they would swap Gyökeres for Havertz. And today, boy, I wouldn't touch Gyökeres with a barge pole, bro. And they might say that's Stricto overreacting again because it's just one game. But what I saw in this one game, I don't watch him week. I know he scores a lot of goals. I also know he misses a lot of chances. Today, Havertz scored. Gyökeres didn't even get a sniff. Did not get a sniff. He looked every bit the Coventry City player he was. He came against big Gabby, big Saliba, and was found wanting, bro. He thought he was playing against Man City. He thought this was Akanji. He thought this was Guardiola. Nah, brother. This is steak that you cannot just cut through with just a fork and knife. You might need a chainsaw to get through it, my friend. You might need a chainsaw to get through it. I'm telling you today, bro, if his transfer fee depended on this game, bro, this guy's going for 5 mil, 15 mil, 20 mil. Not the 100 mil or 100 plus mil that Sporting are asking for, because I tell you what, those boys dealt with him. From the very outset, you could see the boys were on it. You could see the pressing. You could see the intention. You could see the intensity. Things that we've missed these last few months. Finally, I said it in my last fan cam. I said the team is back. It feels like that. And I tell you what feels like. What makes it even feel like that even more? Trossard coming off the bench to score. Normal service has resumed. Not starting the game. Come on and score, which is what he does, which is what we expect from him. It starts to feel like we're getting that old Arsenal back. You saw how fluid we were. You saw how fluent we were. You saw how articulate. We were so articulate on the ball. Personality. You saw that today. That's been missing for so long. If this Arsenal team played against City at the Etihad, would have won that game. This Arsenal team played against Newcastle, would have won that game. This Arsenal team played against Bournemouth, would have won that game. From now on, I said we need a run of consistency. We need a block of five games. Win 5 games, pause, go again, another 5. So far we've done 2, scored 8, conceded 1. The team is back, bro. The team is back. I don't want to hear anything else. This is Ruben Amorim's team, you know. This is the team everyone was giving praise to the other day. Everyone said they boss City from front to back to front, back to middle. This is the same team, bro. This team looked like a Champions League novice. They look like Champions League novice. If I didn't know any better, bro. If I was in a coma from last time they played City and I woke up today and I was like, hold on. This is their first time in a Champions League. And we dealt with them. This is a team that haven't lost in the Champions League this season. They haven't lost. They're sweeping through the domestic league. They come up against Arsenal and we dealt with them. It wasn't a case that they played bad. We was that good. We set up well. We allow them to have the ball, take the ball, counter everyone in position to score. I mean, Martin Odegaard again. What do I have to say? People are saying, Stricto, how can you say he's better than Ozil? In this Arsenal team, what Odegaard is doing for Arsenal, Ozil never did for Arsenal. Okay, you might argue Ozil didn't have the players that Odegaard has, but let's not get away from the fact that Odegaard's presence in this team is not a joke and shouldn't be taken lightly. We do not have another player like Odegaard. We've seen it when he didn't play for Arsenal. You saw how we suffered defensively as well, because he puts in a lot of graft. That's something you never saw Ozil do. For this team, for this club, Martin Odegaard is a better player than Ozil in less time. Argue with the cows. I'm not saying any more than that. But I tell you what, Bukayo Saka, another world-class performance. Consistency, week in, week out, goals and assists. It's almost like we take it for granted now. Like, that's what we expect from him. Anything less than that is a bad performance. But that is the expectation and mark of world-class players. What else does he need to do? You lot said he wasn't world-class because he's never played Champions League. He comes Champions League, he's scoring goals, he's making assists. What you lot saying now? And you lot are going to change the narrative and say, he hasn't won the Champions League, he hasn't won the Premier League. We know that's what you lot do. You lot shift the goalpost every time. What can you say now? Big Gabby. Let me even touch on Big Gabby. I will say this, and I'll say this with chest, bro. Big Gabby is a world-class defender. I'll go as far as saying there aren't many defenders in the world like Gabriel Magalhaes. There aren't many defenders in world football, in the top echelons of football, like Gabriel Magalhaes. I'm telling you, this guy loves the dirty work. If you picture being a cleaner, cleaning up toilets with gloves, cleaning up shit, that is Gabby. And he loves it. In fact, Gabby takes off the gloves and wipes the shit bare hands. He fucking loves it. That's how he said it. I don't want to be Rolls Royce. Gabby's probably the only defender, who could play in any era of football. He could play in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s, 60s. He's got that style. That style never goes out of fashion. Yes, we see the Salibas, we see the Van Dijks, and all these common. Gabby is tractor. He's not interested in being he's a tractor. He's a food worker. He loves the dirty jobs. He's world class. I don't care. He gets into any fucking team in the world. Find me a team he doesn't get into. He gets into it. Find me a team. Unless that team doesn't exist. That team doesn't exist. If Gabby went up for sale now, every club would be ringing after him. And they would be paying north of 100 mil. But he doesn't get the flowers because he's not it doesn't look nice in the eye. But if you love defenders, if you love defensive players, centre backs, you got to love Gabby. You've got to love Gabby. Timber. What a ball. Puts that ball in there in a corridor of uncertainty is what they call it, where the defender can't commit because it might come off him and go in, and the keeper can't come out because he might foul. Like keeper can't get it. What a ball from Timber. This kid, I love this kid. You know, what can you say, man? This was a statement win. We've come away to a team that dismantled Man City and dismantled. Bro, what do you call the hunter? What do you call the hunter who's been hunted, bro? What do you call the hunter who's been hunted? That's what we was on. We was on smoke, man. And I believe this is the turning point for our season. I said that last week against Nottingham Forest, but I truly believe add this game to it, because this coming away, we haven't won away in a hostile crowd, and we dealt with the crowd. And got to where we got to, you know? So that is what I'm excited about. I'm excited about this team. I'm excited about what we can do. We might not win the league, but let's just try and see if we can win the Champions League, because I'm getting tired of that song. The lyrics need to change. You will never see that. It needs to change. It needs to change. And I think these boys can change it. These boys can have full faith in these boys. I have full faith. Call me deluded. I don't care. I support my team. I love my boys. I get behind them 100%. No Diddy.